Hello my dear students, I am glad to see you today. I am Natalie, welcome to Interklас. Get ready for our new lesson. Today we will talk about the outwear or clothes that people wear. Stay with us and you will learn much new information. The first thing we will do is watch the presentation and revise the words that will help you to name different kinds of clothes. You should be very attentive because there are many useful words, and after the video you will have a task. Now let's speak about types of clothes. Coat, raincoat, anorak, jacket. Jumper, sweater, turtleneck, pullover. Suit, shirt, vest, t-shirt. Blouse, dress, skirt. Shorts, trousers, jeans. Now you have to name the clothes. What is the first cloth? It's a coat. And here is raincoat. Then we have anorak. Here is jacket. And this is jumper. It's a sweater. And here we have a turtleneck and a pullover. After that, there is a suit and a shirt, also a vest and a t-shirt. This cloth is blouse. After it we have dress, skirt, shorts and trousers, and finally jeans. Well, now you have these words in your vocabulary, and right now we will add some new words with the help of which you will be able to describe styles, sizes, patterns and materials of clothes. Watch attentively and learn. Now let's practice describing clothes. There are different styles: classical, formal, romantic, casual and sporty. Also, we can describe sizes from extra small, small, medium, large to extra large. Let's look at some patterns. Striped, checked or plaid, polka-dotted, patterned, flowered, and solid blue. Materials can be different. For example, leather, cotton, linen, fur, silk, wool, denim, acrylic, polyester, and nylon. Finally, now it's time to learn how to describe the outfit of a person. Keep in mind everything we have learned today. Get ready. Here we go. And now let's practice describing clothes. A dress. She is a young lady. Today her style is romantic. She is wearing an orange silk dress with no pattern. A shirt, pants or trousers. He is a young man. He prefers casual style. He is wearing a white and gray checked cotton shirt and gray denim pants. A sweater, a skirt. She's a young lady. Today her style is casual. She's wearing a solid blue woolen sweater and black silk skirt. A shirt, a jacket. He's a young man. He's wearing a black leather jacket and white cotton shirt with no patterns. His style is casual. Pants or trousers, a blouse. She's a young lady. Today she is working, so her style is classical. She is wearing a lilac silk blouse and gray striped pants. Shorts and a t-shirt. He is a young man. He is going to play football, so his style is sporty. He is wearing a blue polyester t-shirt with stripes and white polyester shorts. Well, dearest, that's all for today. See you next time. Take care and goodbye.
Hi everyone, this is Teen Time with Interklас and my name is Alexey, and today we are going to talk about books. By the way, what's your favorite book? Coming up next, good vocabulary to talk about books and genres, many quizzes, and the most important book, awards. You know, today readers have a huge variety of books in the world, however, all of them can be divided into main genres. Actually, in this video presentation, you are going to find out more information about books, namely different genres of fiction and kinds of non-fiction books. So watch the following presentation attentively. So we actually talk with you about books now, and books are absolutely different and people like reading different genres and different books. So literature, fiction books, the first one is a novel. So a novel is a very popular genre today, and novella, a detective story, a poem. Next one is actually a short story and a science fiction and fantasy, and we have a play. So if you look at this presentation, you'll see different genres. Now this writer writes novel. How do you call him? Yeah, it's called a novelist. This person writes plays. It's called a playwright. This person writes poems. It's called a poet. And finally, this person writes books. Yeah, it's a writer. So here we go, a piece of fiction that has certain number of words only for a few characters and one theme. It's called a short story. A book, movie, or that tells a story about things that happen in an imaginary world is called a fantasy. Type of a popular literature in which the crime is introduced and investigated and the actually culprit is revealed, it's called a detective story. A piece of writing in which an expression of actually feeling and ideas is given, it's called poem. Here we go. Next one is literature and non-fiction books. Of course, non-fiction books are divided into a biography, and actually an atlas, or a dictionary. It could be actually a textbook, and definitely it's a reference book. Of course, it's a cookbook, if you like cooking, of course, and a guidebook. And it could be an encyclopedia. So now try to do it. So we have a book intended primarily for consultation rather than for constructive reading. It's a reference book. A book of recipes. When you cook, you use it a lot. This book is called? Yeah, this book is called a cookbook. Here we go. A book of information for travelers is called a guidebook. And a reference that contains information about many different subjects, a lot of information about a particular subject, is called an encyclopedia. So you know, a new quiz is ready. Try to answer the question about the books and you will choose the right answer. So watch the presentation attentively and try to understand why it's right and what you can do to make it more and more profound. Now we have a quiz with you, and what is the usual division for a fiction book? A line, a chapter, a verse, or an act? Yeah, if you read a fiction book, you know that all fiction books are divided into different chapters. What is the usual division for a poem? Again, you have an act, a part, a chapter, or a line. Yeah, it's a line. So here we go, next question. What is the usual division for a play? It's a line, it's a chapter, a verse, or an act. I think you've read a lot of plays and you know that it's an act. Here we go, next one. The question is really simple. The main character in a novel play is called a big guy, a main person, a protagonist, or an antagonist. Actually, the main character is called a protagonist. So you know, many writers dream of an award to show that their books are really good for reading and discussion. In the following video, you will watch information about the Pulitzer Prize and Pulitzer Award. This one is very popular in the USA and all around the world. So in the presentation you will find more information about this prize and you will know why people get it and they are so happy to get such a prize. Now it's time for a culture corner. We talk about the Pulitzer Prize. Joseph Pulitzer is a renowned journalist, established an award in 1917. Since the 1984, Pulitzer winners have received their prizes from the president of Columbia University at a function in May, and actually it is a very great honor for many writers to receive the Pulitzer Award for their writing and their books. Now we have to look at award for excellence in newspaper journalism or literary achievements and musical composition. Newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer gave money to his will to Columbia University to launch a journalism school and establish the prize. It allocated $250,000 to the prize and scholarship. He specified 4 awards in journalism, 4 in letters and drama, and 1 in education, and 4 traveling scholarships. The first Pulitzer Prize were awarded on June 4th, 1917. They are now announced each April. Okay, you've done a lot of work today. You know a lot of information about different kinds of books and of course genres. Have successful English classes. Take care and goodbye.